I know you've been told that a bankruptcy stays on your credit report for 10 years, but that's not the full truth. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jeremy Anderson. I am the founder of the J Consultant. One of the things that I specialize in is helping people to remove a bankruptcy from their credit report the smart and legal way. What I'm going to talk about today is how a bankruptcy can linger on your credit report if you allow it to. It could linger for 10 years, but there is something that you can do about it. As a consumer, there are different things that we have, different things that you can leverage as a consumer, which are called consumer laws. Most people don't talk about them, but really, how can you? If you didn't teach this information in school, which, if we're just being honest, what did they teach in school? They sure didn't teach anything that's going to help you get outside of this matrix, I'll tell you that much. But if you don't know about the different consumer laws, then how can you leverage them, right? The FCRA, which stands for the Fair Credit Reporting Act, I'm specifically talking about 15 U.S. Code 1681C. And that one is stating that a Chapter 7 bankruptcy can be reported for 10 years, but that doesn't mean that it has to stay on your credit report for 10 years. That's just saying that it could be reported. And for a Chapter 13, it's 7 years, but same rule applies. It's just state that it could be reported for 7 years, but it doesn't have to stay on your credit report for 10 years. Something that most people don't know, and it's something that I specified in previous videos, is that the only legal way that a bankruptcy is supposed to be on your credit report is if the courts are giving that information to the consumer reporting agencies. And what I mean when I say the consumer reporting agencies, because a lot of people have this mixed up, but Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian, those are third-party consumer reporting agencies. Those are not credit bureaus. The only credit bureau that we have is the CFPB, which stands for Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. That's the only bureau that we have. Everything else are just consumer reporting agencies. So what they do is LexisNexis and Pacer, they gather up all of the consumer information, they package it together, and then they sell it to the different consumer reporting agencies. And that's how they have your information, and that's how they're able to report information on you. And the last thing that they want to do is remove anything from your credit report, because you have to remember, everything is a business. Everything. Whether we like it or not, everything is a business. But LexisNexis and Pacer, they house up the information, they package it together, and then they sell it over to these different consumer reporting agencies to be able to report information on you. Only 4 reasons why this information is still in your credit report. 1, you haven't challenged it. When was the last time you even looked at your credit report? I'm sure it's probably been a while. Especially for someone who has a bankruptcy on their credit report. Of course, it hurts your score. And you feel like I already know what's on there anyway, so what's the reason to check it, right? But 1, you haven't challenged it. That's the main reason why it's still sitting on your credit report. 2, the consumer reporting agencies, they get paid off of old, inaccurate, unverifiable information. They get paid to report information on you, whether good or bad. The more information they report, the more money they get paid. And they're a business, of course. So they're not trying to remove anything from your credit report. But that's the second reason. The third one is the data broker still has it on file. And the data broker, of which I refer to, is LexisNexis and Pacer. They still have your information on file, which is one of the main reasons why it's very important to get this letter right here from LexisNexis stating that they removed my bankruptcy. The reason why I'm telling you this information, or the reason why I'm able to give you information, is because I've already been through the process. That's how I know for a fact that a bankruptcy does not have to sit on your credit report for 10 years. But this letter, let me just zoom in so you can see, if you can read. I'll just, hold it for a minute. But basically, this says that they removed my bankruptcy case number from their database because this is where it's housed. So that's reason number 3. That's another reason why your information is still sitting on there, because it's still being reported from these third-party agencies as well. And the 4th reason really kind of all ties back into everything that I said. If nobody is challenging them to prove the accuracy of the information that they're reporting, why would they remove it? Why would they remove it? Why, as a business, would I give up money if I have information and I'm getting paid the more information that I'm reporting, whether the information is good or bad, and you're not challenging this information? Yeah, I'm gonna leave it on there because I'm gonna get paid more money. Like, come on now. But those are the 4 reasons why your bankruptcy is still sitting on your credit report. So let's just kind of go back to consumer laws. You as a consumer, you have rights. A lot of people just don't leverage it because, once again, they don't teach you that information in school. So how would you know anything about leveraging your consumer rights? But under FCRA 1681I, it states that you have the right to dispute any inaccurate reporting information on your credit report. So that's something that you have as a consumer. That's one of the laws that you can use. You can use that particular one to send in to LexisNexis to get your bankruptcy removed from their database. So use that, leverage that. That was FCRA 1681I, which states that you as a consumer has the right to challenge anything that's reported on your credit report that isn't accurate. If you want the exact letters that I sent out to LexisNexis to get it removed, just click the link in the bio. You can grab the letters. You can also grab a bankruptcy eraser ebook that walks you step by step on everything that I personally did to get my bankruptcy removed from my credit report. But I want y'all to go back and listen to the 4 things that I stated. The reason why your bankruptcy is still sitting on your credit report. Because this is the thing. So when you file bankruptcy, everything is gone, right? Which is great. Now I can start over. But I can't go too far because I have this bankruptcy sitting on my credit report. And they're telling me that I have to wait 10 years to get it taken off, but I really don't. The only difference between you and I is I took action, which is the reason why I was able to get it taken off my credit report way sooner than 10 years. And the information that I'm giving you is actually a cheat code in order to skip the different steps that I had to take. I did it by myself. And honestly, one of the reasons why I did it by myself is because I didn't have the money. I didn't have the money to hire nobody. In hindsight, I'm honestly thankful for it because now I know the process. I knew that I had to do something in order to move forward. But there are 4 reasons why. One of the main reasons is you ain't challenged it. So if you haven't challenged it, how is anything gonna be removed? You can't be delusional, like, come on now. But 2, they get paid a lot of money to report this information on you. So why would they remove it? 3, it's still on file with the third-party data brokers. They still have it on file. So when you challenge this information, it's on file with them. So somebody could verify it. And this will be number 4. Nobody has challenged it. So if nobody is challenging the accuracy of this information, why would they remove it? You have to be an action taker. I'm an action taker, which is the reason why you see the results that you see on the screen right now. But I wasn't gonna sit there and allow a bankruptcy to be on my credit report. You can report it for how long you want to. It ain't got nothing to do with me. But I know, I know legally that the only way it's supposed to be on here is if the courts is giving the information to them and they're not, so get it off. But if you want the exact letters that I sent out in order to get my bankruptcy removed from my credit report, just click the link in the bio, grab your letters. There is a bankruptcy eraser ebook that walks you through step by step on everything that you'll need to do in order to get your bankruptcy removed from your credit report. Click the link in the bio and I'll see you on the next call.